If I could relocate to Colorado again, I would probably do things a little differently. And one of those things is focus on a family-friendly neighborhood compared to some of the things we did focus on, which were commute times, can we house hack the house, and a bunch of other things that would let drive our decision to where we ended up, which is a great spot. But again, if I could do it again, I probably would pick a different neighborhood that's a little bit more family-friendly. So in this video, I am actually going to go over 5 different neighborhoods that are really family-friendly in Littleton, Colorado, that if you have a family, you should have these neighborhoods on your list. My name is Tyler Norris and I am a local realtor out here in Colorado, and I make videos like this weekly just trying to give you updates on what it's like to really move to Littleton, Colorado. So make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, and all those different buttons so you can stay up to date with my videos and make sure you have all the information you need before you move to Colorado. Before we actually get into this list, let me give you an idea of why we are now leaning towards this and what kind of drove us to this decision and why we would do it all over again. So when we first moved out here, we were really more focused on house hacking. How can we subsidize some of this mortgage by renting out part of our house? And we were also a little pigeonholed because it was 2022 and there was a lot on the market, but things were flying quickly and it was very aggressive out here trying to find the right house. So you kind of got what you could get, and we got really lucky in that market to land where we did land, and we have great neighbors. We just don't have that many kids, and it's not really set up for kids in this neighborhood. So why I would do it over again and what I would change is finding a neighborhood that has kids playing outside like it's the 90s, have community pools, have neighbors that you would be hanging out with. Instead of loading your kids up in a car to go see people, you just have to walk down the street and go see neighbors. And that's for us with young kids. You are definitely house trapped, if you know what I mean. We didn't, at the time when we first moved here, we only had one kid. Now we have another one and we're going to keep growing. So we just realized how important it is to be in a really good neighborhood. So I'm going to give you this list of 5 neighborhoods that you should consider if you're in this situation, because they are really family friendly when it comes to living in this neighborhood. This first neighborhood we're going to talk about is probably one of our favorite neighborhoods, if not favorite neighborhoods in Littleton, Colorado, partially because we already have friends there. But this neighborhood's called South Park, and no, not from the TV show. This is South Park, located between Mineral and Santa Fe. It is a really fun neighborhood. It's really established of a neighborhood. You have mature trees. You have a lot of parks close by, like Jackass Park, and then also another park that you can walk to where your kids can play and play on the playground. The houses are awesome. You have a bunch of different houses. You have some that have been updated. You have some that need updates. So if you want to put your own spin, there's definitely houses there that definitely need some updating. But it is a really fun neighborhood. There's a really good community pool where your kids can either join a swim team or they can just go and play with other neighborhood kids and be at the pool. Now, in this neighborhood, you also have townhouses. I believe the townhouses aren't actually with the HOA and with the actual pool in the community, but it is another option if you want to be in that type of environment at a cheaper price point. It could be a really good option for you. I believe the townhouses are going in the like $450 range, and the single family houses are probably in the $850 to $900 range, depending on the fixes and the quality and the size of the house. So this is a really fun neighborhood for kids. You always are seeing kids playing outside, again, just like it was in the 90s, where they're just riding their bikes, seeing other neighborhood kids and coming back before the lights go on. So something to think about. Put this one on your list, but I really like South Park and it is a really fun neighborhood. Next on our list is Meadowbrook Heights, located between Kipling and Bowles. This is a really fun neighborhood and a little different than what South Park is. Now, this neighborhood doesn't have a HOA, kind of what South Park does, and this one has bigger lots. So if you're somebody that wants to have a house that you can kind of put your own spin on things, play in the yard, and maybe put a tree house up without having the HOA look over your shoulder, this could be one of those really fun spots to move to. Now, here you're looking at a median sales price around $675. You're looking about, I think currently as we made this video, there's about 16 active listings in this neighborhood, but it's a really fun neighborhood, pretty close to a lot of different things. You have Weaver Park, you're close to Stone Creek Elementary, so it just gives you a lot of opportunity, a lot of fun things to do with your family, and just to have your kids being able to run around without having an HOA and having other neighborhood kids close by where you can go and check out a bunch of different parks. So list is Sunset Ridge, located in Ken Carroll Ranch. This is a neighborhood filled with townhomes and paired homes. So getting into a family-friendly neighborhood at a different price point where you're looking at around $395 can be a really great plus for you, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. Now, there's about 4 active listings right now in this neighborhood, and with this neighborhood, you get a lot of different things. You get the amenities of Ken Carroll Ranch, which is a pool, tennis court, private trails, summer camps, and a community event. So there's a lot of fun things happening where you get to meet your neighbors, and you get to meet your neighbors from other neighborhoods as well. Now, you are close to Schaefer Elementary. You're also really close to Deer Creek Canyon, which is, if you love to be in the outdoors, Deer Creek Canyon is a lot of fun to go explore. And it just gives you a lot of different things at a lower price point compared to the last 2 that we just talked about. Number 4 on the list is Columbine Knolls South, where you are just having a classic Littleton neighborhood where the homes have character, the yards are generous, and it just feels like a real community. Now, this neighborhood median price is around $826, and you're about 24 active listings currently right now. Again, big backyards, wide streets, big cul-de-sacs for the kids to actually go ride their bikes and be safe and play with other neighborhood kids. You have a neighborhood association that just puts on community events and just gives you this really good community feel when you are living in this neighborhood. So this is one to really consider. You're really close to a couple other great playgrounds, other top schools that are really close by, and you just have a traditional 2-story house throughout these neighborhoods that you just have room to grow your family into. Last on our list is Grant Ranch, located at Bowles and Wadsworth. This is kind of at that Littleton Lakewood line, but this neighborhood is a lot of fun, and it's a little different from the other ones we've talked about. You have a more upscale resort feel, but doesn't take away from that family-friendly environment. Your median house price in this neighborhood is around $715. You'll have townhouses. You also have single-family houses within this neighborhood. You have lake access. You have trails. You have scenic views. You can go paddleboarding. It's a lot of fun for the family. You are close to a lot of different parks. One of the parks being Blue Heron Park. You're in the Jeffco school system. It's just a lot of fun. HOA pool, clubhouse, and other parks within the neighborhood. So this is a fun, different style neighborhood compared to the other ones, especially if you like that more resort feel and upscale feel. And also having lake access is like one of a kind out here, especially because it is Colorado and we do have our lakes, but some of them you have to drive in the mountains. So to have one in your backyard is a big win. All right, there you have it. There's my top 5 family-friendly neighborhoods in Littleton, Colorado. Say that 5 times fast. It is a tongue twister, but let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite, and maybe if I missed one, put that neighborhood in the comments also below. If you are somebody that is moving or thinking about moving out of a neighborhood in Colorado to a different one, and you're just trying to figure out what's best for your situation, hit the link below where you can set up a one-on-one conversation with me, and we can kind of figure out what's best for you and your situation, and maybe narrow down a couple of neighborhoods that are best for you. So hit that link below, find a time that works for you to set up that call today. I also put a link in the description where you can have access to my free relocation roadmap, which really takes a lot of stress out of the relocation process of like, where do I even start? Well, download that guide today, and that could be your first starting point, and then it breaks it down from there for, even further. So if you are new to this channel, or if you have continued watching, I want to say thank you, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and notifications so you stay up to date with all my videos. I'll see you in the next one.